Hey guys, it's Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the new Morphe palette, which looks like this. And this is the 39S Such a Gem palette. So these are all of the colors. So pretty. And there's so many like pinks and purples in here and a couple of more brown tones here. 39 shades in here, and there are a bunch of mattes and shimmers kind of like scattered throughout the palette. So there are so many pretty colors in here, and I cannot wait to try them out and see what eye look we're going to create today. But yeah, so let's get started. So first I'm going to use a blending brush and go into this shade up here. Actually, let me get the color sheet. I'm going to go into the shade Super Swanky and going to add this on the outer half of my crease and on the outer corner. And now I'm going to add the shade Pink Prize, which is a light baby pink shade, and I'm adding that right over top. I'm adding the shade Bougie, which is a brighter pink. It's also a matte shade. I'm just laying this right over top. As always, these shades are super blendable and pigmented. Like, you could never get this size palette for, I think it was $39, I want to say. You could never get any palette this size with this many colors for that price ever. Usually, like, this many eyeshadows can cost you $40 or $50 from any other high-end brand. And now I'm going to use another blending brush. I'm going to go into the shade That's Tempting, which is all the way on the end here, another matte, and I'm just adding this over top to deepen the pink, using a little bit of that shade and the shade right next to it, which is called Very Good, and I'm just going to lay this underneath the outer corner of my lower lash line to start sort of blending that out. Now I'm going to add the shade Grape Mines, which is a lighter matte purple, and I'm just adding this to the outer corner. And then I'm going into a deeper purple, which is called Make It Rain. I'm just adding this over top, once again, on the same part of my eye. I just want to get a really pretty gradient and gradually build these colors. And then I'm using a smaller blending brush and going into the same purple shade and adding it to my lower lash line on the outer corner again. I'm going back into the shade Very Good, which is that brighter pink, and I'm adding this to the center of my crease because I want to sort of bring back some of that pink into the eye look. And I'm going into the shade Bougie once again, and I'm just laying that right over top. And now back to the outer corner, I'm adding the shade Why Not, and I'm just laying this down. And then I'm going to also mix some of that deeper purple right back over top. And then I'm going in with another smaller eyeshadow brush, and I'm adding the shade Bougie to the center of my lower lash line. And then I just want to add a little bit of the shade Rocks On, which has a bit of a shimmer to it, but I'm just going to add this towards my lash line on the outer corner, softly blend that a little bit, and then I'm adding the lighter purple again right over top. I'm in with a concealer brush, and I'm just going to cut the inner half of my crease. I'm going with a flatter eyeshadow brush and into this pink shimmery shade, and I'm just going to lay this on my concealer here. Such a pretty glitter. I'm just going to add a pop of the shade Here For It, and which is a little bit of a more purpley shade, and I'm adding that to the center of my lids here, where the matte meets the shimmer. And I'm just going to go in with a blending brush again and go into a lighter purple shade and tap a little bit off because I don't want this to be too harsh. I'm just blending that edge to make it more of a gradient. And then I'm going into the pink shade, and with very little shadow, I'm just adding that back to the crease here. I'm using a smaller shadow brush, and I'm going into the shade Pearlflexion, which is a light shimmer. So pigmented, oh my gosh, it just like picks up so much. And I'm just lightly going into this, blending. And then I'm adding the same shade to my inner corners. I'm adding a little bit of the shade Catch the Light, which is another shimmer. Just adding a pop of that to the inner corners. And that is just such a pretty color. Like, wow. And I'm using a small angled brush and going into that black shade, which is called Rocks On. Again, that we used a little bit of on the outer corner before, and I'm just applying this very close to my outer half of my lower lash line. And then I'm adding a little bit of this lighter shade just to the inner corner, the inner quarter of my lower lash line here. For my waterline, I'm using the NYX white pencil liner, and this is in the shade Pure White. And I'm just going to add this to my waterline. Now I'm going to apply my lashes. The ones I'm using today are from Ardell. Then I'm just going to also apply some mascara to finish off the eyes. I'm just adding a little bit of liner to the inner corner to blend the lash line. Now I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Cheers Darling. For lips, I want to go for a nude lip, so I'm using this Morphe pencil in the shade Crush. And I'm going to use this to line my lips. And then I'm using the Dose of Colors lip gloss in the shade Barely There, and I'm just applying this right over top. And now I'm just finishing off with my setting spray from Urban Decay. So this is the finished look. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I love this palette. The shades are just so pretty and pigmented. So if you're looking for a great palette with pinks and purpley colors, this is the palette for you. So you guys can go check it out. I will leave a link down below in the description. If you do, make sure you guys let me know what you think of it. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell button when you subscribe. It's right next to it to turn on my post notifications so you're notified when I upload every single new video. I upload a new video every week, so be sure to go check out last week's video. You guys can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat at Victoria Costanz, and on Twitter at Vic Costanz, so make sure you go follow me on there, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!